Is The Voice forgetting its purpose? Viewers slam show for spotlighting coaches. For many years, one of the fun things about watching The Voice was the banter between Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson. However, while that always happened, it never seemed to overwhelm the show. Now, some fans think the production is almost leaning into making the coach banter the only thing that matters on the show. There is even an insider who claims that the show's focus is no longer on discovering new talent, but on showing the interactions between all the coaches. The Voice has more in common with pro wrestling than a legitimate talent competition at this point, the insider claims. The insider said that the focus is on having famous people from the past mix it up and show unexpected sides of themselves. This season includes Snoop Dogg, Gwen Stefani, Michael Bublé, and Reba McEntire. It's a little sad that it's not a place to see future pop stars anymore. Why is The Voice making these changes? The truth is that The Voice's ratings have been dropping in the past few years. With names like Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson gone, the show has looked to replace them with some big names that fans want to tune in to see. It is assumed the drop in ratings is because singing competition shows are getting a little old. With so many of these competition shows, this one needs to keep things fresh. It seems that having people from the past, like Snoop Dogg, interact with Reba McEntire in a competition is more interesting than finding the next big singing star. However, while they bicker and fight for the crown, it seems the actual singers are just part of the background now. It can still make money and still get people talking. There's a reason it's lasted this long, and it's the vibrant mix of hosts, not the contestants, the insider finished. What are your thoughts on The Voice in recent seasons? Is it still about the singers, or have the coaches overrun the show? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In the world of competitive singing shows, The Voice stands as one of the most popular and influential platforms to date. Since its inception in 2011, the show has garnered millions of viewers, provided a stage for aspiring singers, and presented an undeniable star-studded coach lineup featuring global music icons like Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, Alicia Keys, and Kelly Clarkson. However, as the years have progressed, so too have the complaints. Many critics and fans alike have grown disillusioned with the show, accusing The Voice of focusing more on the star power of its celebrity coaches rather than the talent of the contestants it purportedly seeks to elevate. The question now stands: has The Voice lost its original mission of discovering the next big musical sensation, becoming instead a platform to showcase its celebrity coaches? The initial concept, when The Voice first premiered, it promised something different from other reality talent competitions like American Idol or The X Factor. The unique blind audition process, where the celebrity coaches would select contestants purely based on vocal talent without seeing them, was innovative. It added a layer of intrigue and fairness that was refreshing to viewers. The focus was supposed to be entirely on the singer's voice, hence the show's title, and the idea that great talent could come from anywhere, regardless of appearance or prior exposure. The show's format gave it an egalitarian feel. The coaches sat with their backs to the contestants, listening intently for vocal prowess that could suggest hidden greatness. If a coach believed in the potential of a contestant, they would turn their chair around, and the contestant would join their team. This initial phase of the show embodied the idea of voice-first talent scouting, where it didn't matter who you were or where you came from, your voice was your ticket. The growing focus on celebrity coaches as the show evolved, however, it became increasingly apparent that the star-studded coach panel was stealing the limelight. While the chemistry between coaches has been a significant source of entertainment, it has also shifted the focus away from the actual talent competition. The playful banter, bickering, and friendships between coaches, whether it was the long-standing bromance between Blake Shelton and Adam Levine, or the fiery exchanges between Shelton and new faces like John Legend and Ariana Grande, started to dominate the show. What once added to the show's charm began to overshadow the real stars, the contestants. Critics argued that the show has now become a vehicle for the celebrity coaches to promote themselves, their music, and their brand. Each season, attention seems to be drawn toward the personal lives, projects, and quirky antics of the coaches rather than the contestants' journey to musical success. From over-the-top coach entrances to segments that highlight their personal achievements, it's hard not to feel that the focus has shifted. Moreover, the marketing of the show itself has increasingly placed the coaches front and center. Advertisements, social media campaigns, and even promotional trailers heavily feature the banter, drama, and appeal of the celebrity coaches, relegating the contestants to the background. This has led to a growing sense of frustration among viewers who tune in to see undiscovered talent, only to feel like they're watching a celebrity showcase instead. The coaches' star power. A double-edged sword, undoubtedly, the celebrity coaches are a major draw for The Voice. After all, it's not every day that aspiring singers have the chance to be mentored by Grammy-winning artists with decades of experience in the music industry. The idea of being coached by stars like Shakira, Usher, Pharrell Williams, or Gwen Stefani is exciting, and it's part of what makes the show unique. These stars bring legitimacy to the competition and offer contestants a direct connection to the upper echelons of the music world. Their involvement undoubtedly contributes to the show's high ratings and viewership. However, this emphasis on star power comes at a cost. As the show continues to focus on the celebrity appeal of its coaches, it detracts from the core purpose of discovering and nurturing new musical talent. Many past winners and contestants have expressed frustration over their lack of success after the show. Unlike American Idol, which has produced household names like Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, and Jennifer Hudson, The Voice has yet to produce a superstar of similar stature. Some argue that this is because the show's attention is split between the contestants and the coaches, with the latter often receiving more spotlight. Contestants in the shadows for the contestants. This imbalance is discouraging. While the show does provide a platform for exposure, many singers find that their post-Voice careers are lackluster compared to the fanfare of their time on the show. Viewers, too, have noted that the contestants often seem like background players in a larger production centered around the coaches. As a result, their musical journeys, struggles, and growth are often underplayed, reducing their chances of gaining a dedicated following. When a contestant's success on a show designed to find the next great vocalist is largely determined by their affiliation with a popular coach, it begs the question of whether the show is really about the talent anymore. If more focus was placed on the contestants, their development, and their individual stories, perhaps more of them would find lasting success beyond the show. Unfortunately, many feel like the system is rigged to benefit the coach's popularity rather than the contestants' artistry. Viewers speak out the shift in focus has not gone unnoticed by the show's fan base. In recent seasons, social media has been flooded with complaints from viewers who feel that the show has strayed too far from its original premise. Some fans have even called for a return to the basics, with less screen time devoted to coach antics and more emphasis on the contestants' talent and stories. Critics on Twitter and other platforms often point out that after the blind auditions, the focus seems to narrow more on the coaches' rivalries and performances than on the singers. The final live shows, in particular, often feature extensive coach performances, turning the event into a mini concert for the stars rather than a celebration of the contestants. The imbalance is hard to ignore, especially when the talent show's very name suggests it should be about the contestants' voices. Can The Voice return to its roots? As the backlash continues, it remains to be seen whether The Voice will take steps to address these concerns. The show's producers may need to find a way to,